out there? How are all the kingdom builders living out there on this Monday? Monday, money matters. Yes. How are y'all living? Let me look here over here. I tell you, if I ever get organized, I'll be one bad cookie. I tell you. But I want to continue our conversation from last week. And this week I want to talk about things they may not tell you. Things you may not know, and things they may not tell you. Yes. There's just some things that just stay laid undercover. And maybe if you know, it'll help you out. So about home buying. So anyway, I told you guys I'm trying to stop smacking too. I went back and watched my live. I'll just be smacking. My girlfriend, she's like, stop smacking. But anyway. So I told you guys, I've held a real estate license for a while, and how I got into investing and flipping properties and rehabbing them or whatever is I'd be the realtor making 3% when an investor would come in and they would buy these properties, and then I see them making $40,000-$50,000, and I was only making like $500-$600. And so I'm like, okay, well, what's different about them that's different about me? And so I learned the art of investing, purchasing low, remodeling, and selling high. And so then, though, in all that process, you have to get financing. And so you go to a loan officer that works for a lender, but the loan officers would sometimes not give you factual data. They would be telling you, well, you need this, and then now you need this, and they don't really know what all you need. I don't know if I guess it was inexperience. I don't know. Then they would tell you you're approved, and then you get the buyers all excited, and then, well, you're not approved because you need this one condition. Well, if you would have told us about that one condition, we would have known they couldn't meet it. So I got into mortgage brokering, being my own broker. Back then it was legal as long as you made the buyer aware and that they knew that lending was their choice. And that's another thing that they may not tell you. Lending is your choice, whether you're purchasing from a builder, because builders do have their preferred lenders. Yes. And they say they give you all these bonus, extra things if you use their lender. But lenders are always your choice. My eldest daughter just bought a home, and the realtor, they all were, had their own little thing going. The realtor, the lender, what else was, the credit repair. It started with the credit repair person. So the credit repair person worked with this particular realtor, and this particular realtor, worked with this particular lender, which is just fine and dandy, but it X mommy out, but that's okay. So I tried to tell her, I said, lending is your choice, but as long as my baby girl got her house, it's okay. So this is something they may not tell you, and you always want to be informed. One of the things that's pressed upon me for kingdom building and for us and sharing information is my mission is that the word of God says that my people perish from lack of knowledge. So sometimes we're being destroyed because of what we don't know. And so many times people just don't want to share information with us that can help us. And so anyway, lending is your choice, and make sure whenever you get an estimate on something, get at least 3 estimates. I don't care what it is, what you're doing. I don't care, just know what the going rates are. Know what your different options are. Know what specials maybe somebody else is running. So always when you're shopping, even if you do go to a direct lender like your bank, they have perks, but just check out what your other options are. Just see, because one thing is that I want to share with you guys that they may not tell you is what they call a good faith estimate. Not your good faith estimate. They are within 3 days of you applying for a loan. They're supposed to give you a truth in lending and a good faith estimate. But what I was looking for is your it's with all your charges on it. I got it written. I know this child, but anyway, with all your charges written on it, what your interest rate is, what your interest rate is costing you. Like now, I don't know that they have to disclose their matrix, which is like they have this matrix for different programs, and it says par means 7%, they don't get paid any, it doesn't cost the borrower anything, but they might be getting paid 1% on the back, okay, that you don't see, okay? You don't see that. That's not in your good faith estimate. That is not the name of that doggone thing. If somebody's watching me and y'all know what I'm trying to say, y'all put it out there for me. So, but anyway, they don't have to disclose that to you. So they may say, well, you can get a 6%, but it's going to cost you a point. A point means percentage. So if your loan is $300,000, a point is 1%, is $3,000. We can get you 6%. And what's so important about that interest rate is that it's going to change the whole schematics, the whole thing of your loan. Because if you guys went to this one place where I told you about the mortgage calculator, you're going to see how much you pay in interest. I did one at $300,000 over 30 years at 6%. And the interest was like $200 and some thousand, $237,000. I got it written down over here somewhere. So on a $300,000 loan, you're going to pay $537,000 totally over the 30 years. So that interest rate changes all that, you don't pay that much now in interest. And then another thing they may not tell you, the first 15 years is pretty much all going towards interest. It's not going toward, you're not really paying off the principal. So one thing I want to behoove you is this. I want to press and push is this. If you are looking to purchase a home, get in and get out. Make the sacrifice. Make the sacrifice. I did that on that same $300,000 loan. And if you would just put an extra $700 on that payment every month, you'll have it paid for in 15 years. You'll cut that interest in half. Now you'll only be paying about $127,000 in interest. So you want to get in and get out. Don't have, as I was thinking about this, I said, don't have the hood mentality. Don't go buy the $50,000 car with the $750 car note. Make that and not have the house. You know what I'm saying? Get in, get out, because that's where the equity is. That's where the value is. Because when I say get in and get out is this. I was watching the news the other day. My forecast, nobody knows what is going to happen, but we can forecast. And so my forecast is the market is going to change. Property values are going to go down. And it's going to be more of a buyer's market. Well, on the news, it said, oh, buy, this is a good time to buy, because, values are holding their value and they're going to go up or whatever. Okay. So you listen to the media and you're like, oh, this is what I need to do. But let me tell you something. Because maybe I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but hopefully I'll get back because it's very important where I want to go back to. Because insurance is so high. Insurance is outrageous everywhere. Car insurance, homeowners insurance, commercial insurances for businesses. Insurance is sky high. And it's going to continue to increase. So even though you get into a home and that payment is X number of dollars, every year as the insurance goes up, your payment goes up. Taxes. I know y'all done heard some wind about all that, right? They say they're going to cut taxes, are they? But if they don't and taxes go up, there again, you pay property taxes. So now taxes have gone up, insurance has gone up. Guess what? Your payment has gone up. So a lot of people will be in foreclosure because they can't afford these increased payments. Some people, because the economy is losing their jobs. When I bought that house, I could afford that house. Maybe it took two of us to make that qualification. One of us then lost our jobs. So it is changing. And this is the point I'm going to go back to. I want to make that they may not tell you. I always been who I am. Yeah, I pretty much have always wanted to be the teacher preacher, okay? And just about everything that I've done. It's just who I am, I guess, how I'm made. Because when I had my mortgage brokering company, it wasn't all about the money. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to teach them about what they were doing. There were some loans I wouldn't even make because I'm like, this is going to get you in a hole. This is going to get you in a bind. There's subprime lenders out there that will make loans for people with bad credit, people that's had bankruptcies, people that don't have a lot of money. They will make them at high, almost usury interest rates. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't make it. Well, so and so will do it. Well, then you go ahead and you go to so and so, okay? Because I don't want to be a part of your demise. So there's FHA and there's conventional, right? And this is the craziest thing that I always thought was just the craziest thing. They will give more buying power to a person that doesn't have good credit, who doesn't make a whole lot of money. They will give more buying power to that person than they will the person that has the good credit. Really. And let me tell you something else they may not tell you. When they qualify you, and this is why in our expos, in our community workshops that we do on Money Matters, I talk about budget and I talk about your paycheck because they qualify you on your gross income, on your gross. I don't see that other money. But you're qualifying me on my gross, and you're telling me that I can purchase a house at 45% of my gross income that I don't see. I'm already in a hole. That's why it's so important that just because they tell you you qualify for that, you need to make sure that you do a budget because they don't know all the other things that you do. They only factor in certain things that they see on your credit report. They don't factor in your utility bill. They don't factor in the appliances you have to go out and buy. They don't factor in if the AC goes out. They don't factor in that you got to pay for the yard care. They don't factor in if the garage door breaks down. These things are not factored in. So if I'm really not, my payment is not 41 or 45% of my income. It's very much less than that because that's not what I bring home. They may not tell you these things. So that's why it's so important that you learn and you take some time to investigate. Hey, sis, that you investigate and get some. So let me give you this site. I'm gonna put it on my Facebook. But as I was looking to give you all some resources, I found this great site. It's a great teaching tool. It was Zillow.com/ let me find it, y'all. But I'm gonna put it on my on Facebook for you guys. But not only will it help you play around with interest rates and down payments and what my payment is going to be, taxes and insurance. It also has got a whole wealth of information to really educate you on all these terminologies and all these different things that are involved. And let me tell you something else they may not tell you. Insurance is your choice. You do not have to take the lender's insurance. You can shop homeowners insurance for yourself, and you can find the best deal out there that you can find, you know? So that's something else they may not tell you. Where you purchase your house, the taxes in that particular area. You know, taxes are higher in some areas than other areas. You need to find out what the tax percentages are. You know, that can determine, you know, more buying power. But, you know, I want to reiterate what I told you guys last week about your credit, because your credit is gonna it's just a forecast, inshallah. Hey, Q. Look, I'm just forecasting. You know what I'm saying? There was something else I had wrote down about forecasting. I said, well, I don't know. I don't know where I put it at. Anyway. But yeah, but you know, get your credit, take time, sacrifice. You know, we get this money, we go buy these cars, we go buy the new furniture, we go buy all these things, and invest in your credit. Because let me tell you, the credit determines interest rates on whatever you buy, on the cars, on the houses, on the um, jewelry, whatever. And if you can get if your credit is really good, you can get a lower interest rate. And a lower interest rate means I have a lower payment. I have a lower payback. You know what I'm saying? Because if I buy something at $500 and the interest rate is this, and I'm paying back $700 when I could be paying back $550, that other $150 I can be taking it and investing in something else. That's like what I was telling you about the house. If you sacrifice, instead of going and getting a new car, the Mercedes Benz at $650, $700 a month car payment, and you sacrifice and you go ahead and get in and out that house, that $150,000 that you saved on interest, you go buy your car cash. You know what I'm saying? And now all you're paying is taxes and insurance. 15 years. Some of y'all are young. Y'all sisters on here, y'all young. Y'all are young girls. Yeah. Get on in there and get that house and get it paid for. So when you get 50 years old, 60 years old, it's paid for. And don't sell it. Don't sell it. If you want to get you a new house, if you want to go build you a house, if your life changes, hey, Airbnb it, rent it out, Section 8, get on the Section. It's easy to be a Section 8 landlord. You know what I'm saying? Rent it out. Don't. I wish I had all the properties that I had in my hands at one time. I wish I had somebody like a me that was talking to a me. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'd be set, man. I wouldn't have to walk out the door. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I'll pass it on down. Let me see. Y'all have any questions for me? Let me see. I just want to share with you what they may not tell you. I want y'all to play with that mortgage calculator. I'm going to put that on there. I want y'all to play with that amortization schedule so you see what you're paying in interest and to see what the pros and cons are. Now, the pro is in purchasing a home is that if the prices do go up, you've got a lock-in rate. You ain't got to worry about the landlord going up on your rent. You ain't got to worry about the landlord talking about, well, we going to sell the house. We want you out the house. We don't want to rent the house to you no more because it's your house. You know what I'm saying? So there are pros and cons to purchasing. You want the security. That's why I say get in there, buy it, but get it paid off, so you're not losing it. So it's not on the foreclosure list. Yeah. And even I said some people are going to probably maybe be upside down, in this next season because they bought high, the property values go low. Upside down means that now if I want to sell, I can't because I won't get the value that I paid for it. I owe more on it now than it is worth. Okay. Hold on to it. Like I say, Airbnb it. I was talking to somebody the other day. If you have to, don't lose your house. Move into a cheaper, lower, more affordable place. Section 8 it out. Airbnb it. Honey, there's people out there that's got money that can pay for that. They can pay for it. Let them pay the house off. And then when you get things in better situations, then move on back in your house. Yeah, you'll be one of them ones. Like I said, somebody be renting the house and the owner want their house back. What was you saying, Angela? Are there really one good credit fixers out there? I have not had a good experience with that. Okay. I can give you some free credit advice, but I have had a good response from Cordero Rowland. I have had some good reviews. Cordero, Codero. I'll put him in the thing, Roland, Roland. I have had some good reviews about him that raised their credit scores, paid off, got debts paid off and all that good stuff. So far, so good. And I can give you some free point. You can get your one free credit report annually. I'll put that in the notes as well, just to look at it. And you can start disputing things yourself. Now they can't put medical things on your credit and things like that. So there's things you can do yourself if you have time to do them, but yeah, check out Cordero. Yes. Yeah, I know, because people be like, you do have bad experience with credit people. You do. They say they can do something, and then they can't do it, and they don't have the time to do it, and they some of them charge a lot of money. Some of them charge a lot of money for that too. So you want, there again, you want to get references. You want to get people that have good track records, that have made, somebody is promoting them. They've done a good job for them. Yes. Any other questions? I love it. I love it. I love it. So anyway, a lot of these things, if you get a good realtor, you get a good lender, a lot of the things that I was sharing with you last week, they will guide you through. They will guide you through. Yeah. Like, because you don't have to just worry about your down payment. You also have closing costs. And so that's why you need to check with different lenders. What are their closing costs? Because some of them charge you all charge, administration fee, office fee, telephone fee, faxing fee, man, stop all that. So, and like I said, you may never see what they're making on the back, which I don't mind making people making money. I mean, they're in business to make money, but at the same time, let's work together. So, but like I said, a good realtor, they're going to guide you, and they're usually working with a lender. They are, but lending is your choice. You just want to see what your options are out there. I'm just telling you. And a lender will help guide you. So once you look at your credit and go to that, I'm going to put that Zillow on there. It's got some really good information on there for you. I think that's all. Let me make sure that's all I want to share with y'all. Let me make sure. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll get you through the door. I think that'll be a good start for you. And so my thing is, get started. You might not be interested in buying a house right now, but just it's not something you want to do overnight. It's not something that like you plan for a wedding for a year. I mean, you get your education for 4 years, 6 years, 10 years. I mean, this is a major purchase. So this is not something you want to wake up in the morning and say, oh, I'm going to go buy me a house. No, you want to put some thought into it. You want to put some education into it. You want to educate yourself. Yes, you do. And so if you go back and look at last week, I'll probably recap that too about addresses that you lived at. You don't want to be doing no kind of fraudulent stuff. If you're married, you don't necessarily have to both be on it. You can have a non-participating spouse. Even if you're not married, you could have another person on your loan to help you qualify with the loan. But they are supposed to be staying in the house, supposed to be their primary residence, their homestead. If not, then you move into a 20% down situation. I want to remind you, if you qualify for an existing home, you qualify for a build job. You can have your brand new home built, baby, brand new from the ground up. Snap. Yeah. I want to see y'all win. I want to see you win, but I want to see you do it in a knowledgeable, educated way. Okay. I love y'all. And y'all have a blessed evening. Yes. And y'all listen to the voice of the Lord. He'll guide you now. He'll guide you and he'll keep you. So y'all stay real close. I love y'all. Good night. Good night. Y'all have no questions? No more questions? Okay. I love y'all. Share this with somebody, y'all. And I need y'all to, if y'all haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I need you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Living, Livin, Life with Autumn. Yes, because I want to get on over to YouTube and get off of Facebook. And so I need y'all to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I need y'all to share this information. If you think it's good information, share it with somebody.